I have seen many people talking about the stock market principles. For example, the stock market crashed last Tuesday, and there was a huge volatility in the market. And unfortunately, many people were not able to understand why such a volatility happened in the market. They were trying to correlate with the Chinese market, they were trying to correlate with the other market, but in fact, all these things has nothing to do with the reality. The time is the biggest component in the stock market which is not taken into the account. For example, that particular Tuesday, the nakshatra was that of the Ketu, and it was Tuesday, and it was an Ashtami Tithi, which led to the huge fluctuations in the market. So therefore, the Muhurta trading of the Diwali day becomes very, very important to predict the entire year's particular thing. For example, right now there is a bearish market which is going on. The market has got corrected close to the 4,000 point. Now many people are not able to explain this correction across. Of course, there is FIs withdrawing, there is a DIIS, people are investing like that. There is a lot of confusion in the market. But basically, the reason is Jupiter has transited into the 8th house across. Now, this transit has happened 12 years ago. If you check the 12 years above the market, there would have been a huge correction at that particular point of time. The Jupiter will make the exit out of the Kumbha Rashi, and it will be out by by April, May, where the correction of the market will stop. The another problem is the Saturn is in the 7th house of the Indian. So far, it is in the India's Makara Rasi, and they are seeing the many planets across. So there has been an unprecedented bull run for the last 2.5 years. Now the coming 8th house transit is going to be slightly difficult, because the market is going to go through a bearish phase across, because it is in the Saturn in the 8th house, and from many planets Saturn in the 8th house shows the bearish sentiment in the market across. So therefore, many people are not able to understand the stock market. I am not questioning the fundamental analysis which is used by Warren Buffett, or the technical analysis which is being used across. Now, many people are able to understand the fundamental analysis and the technical analysis, but are unable to make money in the market because of the planetary position. If many planets from Jupiter are in 6, 8, 12, and if you have a transit which is of 6, 8, 12, you cannot be making money. I have seen a lot of people losing money in options in future, and gamma scalping, trend trading, stock, day trading, and also the what you call it, a swing trading. All these things, if the Dasha Bhukti is not very proper across, then people will make money. And that is why many people who teach stock market do not take this into consideration. The time is one of the biggest component in the stock market which can make a huge difference into people's life. If you are having a negative Dasha Bhukti, if you are having a negative transit across, then making money would be very, very difficult across, especially Kataka Lagna, Kanya Lagna, and to an extent to an extent Mithuna Lagna would not have made money in the stock market across. It would have been very, very difficult across. In the last 2.5 years, if you are Simha Lagna, Mithuna Lagna, Kumbha Lagna, you would have lost a lot of money in the stock market because of the planetary position, because of the Saturn in the 6, 8, 12 from your Lagna across. So therefore, this has to be taken taken into consideration. For this, there has not much of been a precedent across where a lot of people talk about the stock market across, which has not been there. So this is one of the biggest problem in the stock market, where people don't take into consideration astrology into consideration. That is why the Zerodha founder told very clearly, it is less than 1% of the people who make money in the stock market consistently, and 1% of the money they make more than the FD across. Many people lose the money in the stock market. Many people tend to lose the money in the stock market because they do not see their horoscope. Many people are not suited for doing day trading across, or doing swing trading or trend trading across, because of the lack of Dana Yoga into the horoscope. I know one person who never made money and was very in a desperate situation, where his wife was not very happy with him. People were not very happy with him. He did not have any bad habits across, but basically he was losing a lot of money in the stock market. In fact, he had sold his property, he had borrowed the property. He wanted to succeed in the stock market across. Therefore, please understand, this is not meant for everyone. There was a person who was a client from Canada. This is a real story, and he tried to make money in Indian stock market. He lost, and he tried to make money in the currency. He tried to make money in the Russell, the Canadian stock market, where he lost money across. So therefore, you have to come to the understanding whether you are suited in horoscope wise, whether you are suited for the basically the horoscope suits you for the stock market across. If it does not suit for the stock market, though it looks viable, though it looks very good across, you will tend to lose a lot of money in the market across. It is okay to experiment, it is okay to do things across, but you would not be in a position to make money in the stock market across, because the planetary positions are not very cooperative. Not everybody is meant to make money in the stock market. People talk about putting 1,000 rupees in SIP and 5,000 rupees, where you can do the exponential growth and use the power of compounding across. Now, this is all true if your Dasha Bhukti is very good and if you have very good planetary position across. If your Dasha Bhukti is not very good, if your planetary positions are not very good, even though the technique is available, you might not be able to employ the technique, you might not be able to make money about the technique. There was a stock trader who told me that first 1 hour there will be a huge volatility which has to be used across. And I told him it all depends on the Hora and all depends on the Swara part of it. He never believed it and he tried to do it. And consistently he started losing money across in the market across. And therefore, using the technique of gamma scalping or trend trading or Nifty futures or banking indexing futures, all the thing, you will have a certain amount of problem if your horoscope is not very conducive for your growth across. So please understand this, and we can really help you. We can tell you which sector to invest, which sector that you can make money across, than simply investing in all the sectors across. Everybody will have 1 or 2 sectors or 10 or 12 stocks where they can make a lot of money into their personal life across. So please take the horoscope into consideration before you make the final judgment about it, because horoscope has stood the test of time. Even though Warren Buffett has not talked about it, horoscope does have an impact onto the people's life across, and it can consistently produce results into people's life across, and this can make or break people's life which they have no understanding across. Therefore, it is very important to take. any kind of trading where horoscope parameters have to be used in making the success. One of the biggest success is investing in the Janma Nakshatra. Your Janma Nakshatra, if it is very lucky for you as a person, you will be able to make money. So buying and selling in the Janma Nakshatra is supposed to be very good across as a person. So therefore, I hope the viewers will take into consideration all these things before they make their final judgment. Thank you.